Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Today we are going to learn exercise 4 from the chapter multiples and factors. Before enter into the exercise, we learn what is a factor and the properties of factors. Yes, in the previous class we have learned about the multiples. Have you remember? Let us revise the multiple first, then we'll move into the factor. So multiple is nothing but a product. When we multiply two numbers, we'll get a product. The product is called a multiple. Let us take one example. 2 5s are 10. So when we multiply 2 and 5, we will get 10. Here 10 is a product. The product is called a multiple. The numbers which we multiplied to get a product is called a factor. So here 2 is one of the factor and 5 is the another factor. So a multiple can have more than 2 factors. Listen, here 2 and 5 are the factors and 10 is a multiple. Children, if a number is a factor of a multiple, there should be no remainder, so that we can say that it is a factor of a given number. For example, 10 divided by 2. What will you get if you divide 10 by 2? 5. And 10 divided by 5, we will get 2. If there is no remainder, we can say that it is a factor of a given number. Yes, is this clear? What is a factor? Yes, the numbers which we multiplied to get a product or a multiple is called a factor. Now let us move to the next concept. It is a properties of a factors. We are going to learn some properties of factors. The first property is 1 is a factor of every number. Listen children, 1 is a factor of every number. We can divide all the number by 1 without leaving a remainder. Let us take an example. 25 divided by 1. If you divide 25 by 1, you will get the quotient 25 and there should be no remainder. There will be no remainder. 4 divided by 1. You will get the answer 4 and there is no remainder. So here 25 and 1 are the factors of 25. And here 4 and 1 are the factors of the number 4. So the first property is 1 is a factor of every number. Now the second property, every number is a factor of itself. Every number is a factor of itself. Every number can be divided by itself without leaving a remainder. If you divide a number by itself, your quotient will be 1 and there will be no remainder. For example, let us take the number 14 and divide the number by itself. If you divide the number by itself, you will get 1 and there will be no remainder. And take the another example, 9 divided by 9. What will be the quotient children? 9 divided by 9, it is 1. So here 1 and 14 are the factors of the number 14 and 1 and 9 are the factors of the number 9. So the second property is if every number is a factor of itself, that is the second property. Now third property is a factor of a number is either smaller than or equal to the number. If you find a factor, it should be smaller than or equal to the number. Here the condition is a factor should be smaller than a given number or equal to the given number. Let us find out for the factors 6. So the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. Now look at the numbers one by one. 6 is the number and 1 is the factor. If you compare, 6 is greater than 1. So here the factor is smaller. And look at the next number. 6 is a number and 2 is a factor. Again here it is smaller. 6 is greater than 3. 6 is equal to 6. So from this you can know that a factor of a number is either smaller than or equal to the given number. Is this clear, children? The third property is a factor of a number is either smaller than or equal to the number. And the next property is the smallest factor of a number is 1. Listen, children, if you find the factors of the number, the first factor must be 1. For example, let us find the factor for 5. The factors of 5 are 1 and 5. Always you should start from 1 times table. So here for all the numbers 1 will be the smallest factor. So when you are writing the factor, you should start with 1. So the smallest factor of a number is 1. Look at the next property. The biggest factor of a number is the number itself. So if you find the factor of the given number, the biggest factor will be the number itself. If you find the factor, the number itself will be the biggest factor and 1 will be the smallest factor. Let us take the example 12. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. Listen, children, here the number itself is the biggest factor. So you should start from 1 and end with the number itself. That is the proper form of the factor. So 1 will be the smallest factor and 12, the number itself will be the biggest factor. And the next property is a number has a limited number of factors. Listen, children, limited number of factors. If you want to find a factor for a certain number, it has only a limited factors and we cannot find out more than that. For example, let us take the number 8. The factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. So here can you count how many factors a number 8 has? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 8 has only 4 factors. A number 8 has only 4 factors. We cannot find more than that. 8 has only 4 factors. So for a number, it has a limited number of factors. So we have learnt about the properties of factors till now, and now we will enter into the fourth exercise. It is based on the properties of factors. First question, 8 9s are 72. Listen children, here they are multiplying the number 8 and 9 and they are getting the product 72. I have told you that when you multiply a number, you will get the product, and the product is called a multiple. And the numbers which you are multiplying are called the factors. So here we are multiplying the numbers 8 and 9. So what do we call the term? Yes, 8 and 9 are called factors. And the product 72 is called a multiple. Look at the first question. Therefore, dash and dash are factors of 72. So 72 is a multiple. So what are the factors? 8 and 9 are the factors. 8 and 9 are the factors of the number 72. Look at the next question. 72 is a dash of dash and dash. Listen, 72 is a product and we will call the product as multiple. So 72 is a multiple. Yes, a multiple have definitely a factor, right? So here what are the factors of 72? 8 and 9. So 8 and 9 are the factors. 72 is the multiple. Look at the next question children. Which number has only one factor? For this question the answer is 1, because 1 doesn't have any factor except 1. So which number has only one factor? The number 1. It has only one factor. 1 is the factor of 1. So 1 has only one factor, that is 1. And the next question, which is the smallest factor of 425? In the properties of factors we have learnt, 1 is the smallest factor of every number. So look at the number 425. I have told you, you should start the factors from 1. So 1, if you start, you have to end with 425. So 1 will be the smallest factor for every number. So here smallest factor of 425 is 1. Next question, greatest factor of 425. Yes, in the properties we have learnt, the number itself will be the greatest factor of every number. Here what is the given number? 425. So the number itself will be the biggest factor of the number. So here 425 is the greatest factor of the number. Next question, is 2 a factor of an odd number? Look at the question, is 2 a factor of an odd number? 2 is an even number children. So even number will be a factor of a even number. Here they ask you to find whether 2 is a factor of an odd number. It definitely, the answer is no, because Even number will be the factors of an even number. Is the concept clear, children? Today we have learnt what is a factor, properties of factor, and exercise 4 which is related to the properties of factor. We will see you in the next class, children. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest updates. Thank you, children.